Hey y'all, welcome to Clackbait. Today we're going to be looking at the Frog TKL by Geonworks. Now I'm really excited to get this build going because I've had this keyboard laying around for quite a few weeks. Unfortunately, I did not have the PCB because I wasn't fast enough to purchase the PCBs during the last sale, but a nice gentleman on Discord was able to sell me one of his extras for a pretty good price, and now it's time to see if the hype is real. So the Frog TKL sells for $300 US. That does not come with the PCB. That will be an additional cost. But for what you're getting, that's a pretty phenomenal price for a Geonworks keyboard. Now right off the bat, it comes with this really beautiful case. It's sturdy, heavy duty. The zippers work flawlessly and it gives you great protection for a TKL. I was really happy to see that this was included in that $300 price point. And you can tell right away that if Geon has his name on something, it's going to be quality. So let's get right into it and see what all comes in the packaging. So included in the $300 price is this aluminum plate. Now, as you can see, the plate has a lot of different flex cuts on it, running through the sides, on the top, in between the alphas, pretty much everywhere. But it's still obviously going to give you a slightly stiffer experience, but not as bad for an aluminum plate in my opinion. It still gives you a little bit of flex. So if you are looking for that aluminum typing feel, it does come included with the packaging. And I think overall the design is really nice. I love the branding on here, and I love the fact that it says designed by Glare as well. So super sweet. This palm plate I picked up as an extra. I felt like, I generally like to use palm or polycarbonate plates in the builds that I do because it does add a bit of flexibility to the board and it gives you a nice poppy sound, which is exactly what I look for. So the last extra plate that I picked up was this FR4 half plate, and I ran a poll on my YouTube channel to see which plate I should use for this build, and a resounding 57% of my viewers voted for this FR4 half plate. By the way guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. I do like to run polls just to get you guys involved with the builds as well, so I would greatly appreciate that. Now back to the design, you can see it says I love Frog Daddy on here, and it has that nice Geon logo as well. I really like the gold accents on the black, which you see in a lot of FR4 plates, but overall I think Geon does a fantastic job at everything he designs. So far I am really impressed with his work, being that this is my first Geonworks keyboard. And here's the PCB. This is what's caused me all the grief and the delay in building this product. This is the Heine 88C, whereas the C stands for USB Type-C. It does come also, I believe, in different USB configurations. And Heine is known to make amazing PCBs, but right now there is a slight shortage and there is some delays in getting some of these in stock, but I know he's working hard. I've read his Discord. He's working hard on getting these in stock soon, and more of these will start coming to market soon. And here's the start of the show. So as you can see, I went with a WKL in black with the F13, which I'll be using for an Artisan. And I think that this board looks phenomenal, to be honest with you. I was really shocked at how low the front angle is on here, the front height of the keyboard. I don't even have to use a wrist rest when I type with this. And as you can see, it has a two-piece weight built in with a little frog in the middle. And I think the weight design is really nicely done. Once again, the side angle, the side profile of this keyboard looks really nice. The anodization on here is super smooth. Compared to any of my other high-end keyboards or mid-range keyboards, I would say that this kind of blows them out of the water. It is super smooth. I didn't find any inconsistencies. You can tell that Geon takes QC to a very high degree and he doesn't let anything bad come through. Overall, I was extremely impressed. I do like this little side groove here. It helps you kind of get your fingers under the board if you need to move it around your desk. And the back weight on here is very clean. It's not over flashy. It has a nice frog signature on the back. And I think it just kind of blends in really well with this design. Now here's a look at that front height that I was talking about earlier. It's only 16.8 millimeters. And with the feet, it comes up to maybe about 17.3 millimeters. But this is a super comfortable typing angle as well at 6 degrees. And I think that you guys would really enjoy typing on this with or without a wrist rest. So the overall construction of the board consists of 2 brass weights, an inner and outer brass weight. And then on the back, you have only 6 screws that you have to deal with to get into the case itself, which I really like. I really dislike it when I have to deal with multiple screws and multiple bits to open a keyboard and build it. But this is, like I said, pretty straightforward, really easy to build. So we'll show you guys that in just a second. And for the sake of being thorough, I'm just gonna show you guys how it's like when you take apart the weights. This is gonna be the outer weight that has the Frog signature on the back. It's pretty easy to kind of take apart. You're really not ever gonna need to do this, but I thought you would wanna see how the assembly actually goes together. And this is the inner weight. The inner weight simply just lays on top of the other one. They fit in together and make a cool little design. And then you're left with the bottom case. So yeah, that's it. So you also get some extra screws and these little guys. So these are called tadpoles, and this is what Geon uses as gaskets. So this was his innovation for the Frog TKL, and it's pretty interesting the way it works. And I'll go over exactly how to install these in just a brief moment. So with the board, you're actually gonna get 80A hardness tadpoles. I went ahead and picked up the 60A and the 50A, 80A being the most stiff, and then you kind of work your way down. I'm gonna go with the 50A, which are gonna be the softer ones, to hopefully give us a little bit more of a bouncier typing feeling. And these are the feet for the Frog. And man, I was really impressed with these actually. Although they're just feet, these took a lot of thought to actually get designed and implemented into the keyboard. They press fit into the back, so you won't really have to worry about losing them or them falling off when you move it around your desk, which you'll find with many of the keyboards that use the sticker feet on the bottom. They press fit exactly where they need to go. It ensures that Geon's gonna give you the typing experience that he meant when he designed the keyboard, not too high in one area, not too low in the other area. And once again, it just looks super clean. So I am really impressed with this. I know they're just feet, but damn, it's nice. Now back to these tadpoles. Before I get into the hyperlapse build, I just kind of want to show you how this is done, just so you don't miss a step, because I know the hyperlapse goes pretty quickly. So simply all you have to do is just install these into the plate with the fat part of the tadpole at the bottom. That's going to sit on the bottom case, essentially making this an isolated top mount board. This is not really a gasket mounted keyboard. This is a top mount, and Geon used these tadpoles to kind of soften the bounce and give it an isolated feeling. And it's nice that he gives you different hardness levels on these tadpoles for you to try out different configurations which will suit your typing needs. So there's 12 different spots here on the plate where you're gonna install these tadpoles, and that's really it. Once you get those in, you simply just lay your assembly into the bottom case, and then you screw the top case in and you're done. So yeah, enough talking. Let's see if the hype is real. Let's see how it sounds. Let's see how it feels. Let's start the build. Alright, so that's the Frog TKL. What are my final thoughts? This is obviously a major go. I say that anybody who can get the opportunity to buy this board, go for it. You won't regret it. The board is phenomenal. It's not fancy. It doesn't have all these gaskets and foams. And honestly, I was really impressed that it didn't need anything to give you a fantastic typing experience. It's not the most flexy board. In fact, it's a fairly stiff experience with a little bit of bounce because of the tadpoles. But overall, like I said, the typing experience is phenomenal. The sound that comes out of this keyboard is just very clean and crisp. Highly recommend it. There's gonna be multiple sales coming up. I see you jump on Geon's Discord. I believe it's only sold through Swag Keys, so check them out as well. This board is a major go. I have no affiliation with them, but I'm gushing over this board because I think it's totally worth it. And the only really nitpick I can find that I didn't like about this board is that the USB port is on the right side. I do prefer it to be centered or on the left side, but that's all right with me. Now, real quick before I get into the typing test, I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions about this. This is an ARTISAN display case by ALCHEMY, and it is an absolute beauty. And it's fully aluminum, anodized with this beautiful color. It has a brass weight on the back, which props it up on your desk. And it's also magnetic, which is pretty cool. Also has a magnetic badge, which is also brass and clear coated. So check him out. I got his link down below for his Instagram and his Discord. I'm not affiliated with him, but I think this looks amazing. And I just want to support the people that are doing great work out there. Now on to the typing test.